Good afternoon and welcome to this learning video. Oftentimes in Microsoft Excel, we have to take data and copy and paste it as we gather it. New data comes in, you want to add it to a bottom of a list, and on and on and on. Well, if you keep doing copies and pastes, what will happen is the information will not automatically update in the list as records are being added or deleted. You'd have to do it manually, is what I'm getting at. And that can be quite laborious. So enter the VSTACK function. The V stands for vertical. What you see here on my screen are two separate lists. Now, actually, they look like tables because the way they're formatted, but they're not. And Excel recommends that anytime you're working with large lists, whether it's for creating formulas or using text calculations, pivot tables, it is always recommended that the lists be converted to tables. It just makes it a lot easier when you're also referring to column headers instead of range addresses. And it's just a cleaner way of making sure the data gets updated properly. So the purpose of this exercise is to take these two tables, well, they will be tables soon, and have them all congruently next to each other in one simple area over here. All right, now it's not a table. How do I know it's not a table? Not because the way it's formatted, but because there is no table design tab up here. That's really the only way you know that it's actually a table inside the spreadsheet. So how easy is it to convert the information to a table? Well, you know me, I love using the keyboard shortcuts. It's Control T. Yes, my table has headers. Click OK, and it's now a table. I'll do the same thing for this one over here. Control T, click OK. The table has headers. All right, now, how does the VSTACK function work? It's really easy. Here we go. Equal VSTACK, open parenthesis. The first array is going to be this table over here, which is going to include the header. I need to have the header. So I highlight from here to here. And notice it doesn't say a range of cells, but rather, because it's a table, it says table 1, all, which is everything that I highlighted. Now I'm going to type a comma, and you probably guessed what the second argument is going to say. It's going to say table 2. Now, I don't include the header. I don't need the header more than once, so I start here, right on the row underneath it, and highlight all of the information. There's my table 2. Type in my closing paren. Watch what happens. Ooh, ah. Now, I'm going to add a record right underneath the first table. So I start typing in the person's name. And you can see it was automatically added. No need to keep doing repetitive copies and pastes. And just for the heck of it, I'll do another one. And I'll put it at the bottom of this table. And when it's complete, that name will be added right at the very bottom of the list. Here we go. As you can see, it automatically got added right there. Now, what would happen if I delete a record here? I don't have to do a cut and paste. Let's find out. Here we go. So I'm going to highlight the record in this second table. I will right click. Now I also could go up here and do delete row if I want to, but I'll just right click, choose delete table row. Now it's not going to get rid of the entire row. It's only going to get rid of the table row, which is just this one set of data. And here we go. Bingo, it worked. And also the name has been removed from here as well. So there you go. It's called the VSTACK function. So stay tuned for more additional dynamic formula features, which is what the VSTACK function is, as well as any other thing you want to learn about Microsoft Excel. Here's my email address. Tom at leadingedgebizservices.com. My rates are very reasonable. If you got questions about Copilot, inside of Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, OneNote, reach out. My rates are very reasonable. Have a great day. Bye bye.